Welcome to A Fathered Home, a podcast from Faith and Flow, where heaven meets moms in the real world. I'm Marlize, and every week we spend just a few minutes together discovering practical, faith-filled encouragement to help you renew your mind, strengthen your heart, and walk a little closer with God. Let's dive right in. I think one of the posts that I read the most on Facebook, in the Facebook mom groups, usually the post that I read the most starts with something like, I don't know what to do anymore. I have tried everything. Does that sound familiar? So your child doesn't work with something doesn't work with your child, and you feel like a failure as a mom. Guys, and when it comes to, I've heard this so many times, I have failed my child. And when it comes to finances, please stop. Please stop. You are not failing your child because you cannot buy your child the best out of everything. If you can feed your child and provide a home and pay for school fees, that's pretty much all they need. This is a completely different topic, but remember, as moms, we are not supposed to be the providers. Men are supposed to be the providers, and this is according to the Bible, the providers and the protectors. Women are supposed to be the heart and the home, and we are the creators of life. We are not supposed to be the providers. Unfortunately, we are in the situation where a lot of us has to provide. So don't please ever say that you failed your child because you are not properly providing for them. What is properly anyway? It's not your job. Your job is to love your child, to be there for your child, and to have a look really at the failure aspect of this. This is just the money wise now, but to have a look at the failure aspect where we go, I don't know what to do anymore. I feel like a failure because my child is just acting out, and I did something wrong. It's all my fault. Mom guilt again. But failure. So let's redefine failure. What is failure? Failure, we have come to believe, is the opposite of success. And it's not. It's not the opposite of success. If you're not successful, you fail. That doesn't work. Successful people fail all the time. It's a part of the process. It's a stepping stone towards success. So all failure is another thing that you have learned. That's all it is. Failure is something that we learn. It's a learning opportunity. That is what failure is. That is a definition of failure. It's a learning opportunity. We have, and again, it's a global belief that we have taken on for ourselves that says, if you are not successful, you have failed. No, that is wrong. Get it out of your mind and go and sit and do affirmations about this if you have to just really get it out of your subconscious mind. It's not. Successful people fail all the time, but they adjust and they try something new, and then they go on with the process. With the children, it is just a whole different topic because they move into different phases of their lives, and as they grow and become smarter and all of the things that they do, we have to learn to adjust. And okay, let's try a different strategy now. Let's not tell you these things anymore. Let's use different words. So that is not failure. That is a part of the growth. It's a part of the learning opportunities that we have to grow and learn and how to raise proper kids. So that is specifically talking about the kids now and failure. So I would like to remind you of Thomas Edison, the guy that invented the light bulb. And some of you might know this. He said, I have not failed. I have found 10,000 ways to not create a light bulb. And that is exactly what failure is. It is an opportunity to learn. Failure is, okay, I did something wrong now maybe, but how can I correct this? That is my learning opportunity. Not, oh no, I'm unsuccessful. Nothing is ever going to work out for me again, or my child is screwed for life now. That is not what failure is. Failure is just there to guide us into a better decision next time. So I want to use an example of vegetables. I think that's a common one that a lot of us must struggle with. So veggies, eating veggies, the children, getting them to eat veggies, it's not that difficult. It is a matter of adjusting and thinking of new ways to get your child to eat vegetables. So you put it on the plate, and you might have scolded them, and you might have spoken nicely about them and explained to them the health benefits and all of the things that you can possibly. I've tried everything, right? And I'm a failure because my child doesn't want to eat vegetables. So what you also can do is, here's another approach to this. And I did this with my boy, and it worked like a bomb with him. I know it's not going to work with everyone, but that is why you need to adjust. Keep adjusting and learning, and then adjust and learn. So what I did with my little boy is, when he was, I think he was 2 or 3, I can't remember, I told him that he refused to eat anything but the oily, yummy stuff, and meat. He likes meat. And at one point I told him, you know what, when you are, let's go with 2, when you are 2 years and 3 months old, all people, everyone all over the world, when you are 2 years and 3 months old, then you can start eating beans, green beans. And he did. And he started eating green beans. And then I said, you know what, okay, so your next one, the next big milestone for you, like a walking milestone, is when you are 2.5, 2 years and 6 months. Then you start adding carrots to your diet. People start eating carrots. Little boys then start eating carrots, and he did. And in that way, it was over obviously a year or so, I got him to eat everything. He eats all of his veggies. We'd have no issue with eating in the house. That is just an example of how we need to approach things differently. How you need to, okay, this path is not working, so let's divert. Let's try this. Trial and error, trial and error. That is all that failure is. There's things that might be a personal thing for us, like, for example, I did something, or I'm doing something constantly that is influencing my children, and therefore I'm a failure because it's a fault that I have. Guys, then all you need to do is go and sit and sort that out. It doesn't have to be a continuous failure thing. Remember, where your energy, where your focus goes, your energy flows. So if you are going to keep on really focusing on this fault of yours, instead of focusing on how I can fix it and the better emotions, I'm feeling better every day, I'm doing better every day, instead of I'm a failure, I'm a failure, I'm a failure, then that is where your energy will flow, this new path, and that is what will become reality in your life, because you are focusing on something else and you are creating this something new that you want. I want to encourage you to please use my brain. I believe that I'm here for this reason, in this position, with the brain that I have. I'm extremely creative when it comes to children and with solutions for yourself and so on. I can think of really cool things, and that is not me bragging. This is me explaining to you why I'm created the way I am, so that I can help you. So please reach out. Another thing that I did when my kids were young, when they used to fall, or just cry and cry and cry, and I fell and it's so awful, I made a cream, just a normal tub of aqueous cream, and I threw in glitter, and I told them it's magic cream. And then every time they got a boo-boo somewhere, I just rub a little bit of cream on and they go shop. So please use my brain. I'm here to help you guys. If you are struggling with a small concept in your life and you've tried everything and your child is just refusing to accept this or to do this thing that you want them to do, reach out. My child is eating the soil. What do I do? And I promise you I will think of something. All right, so please do not suffer in silence. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me today. If this episode encouraged you and you'd like to continue your journey, you'll find faith-filled journals, Bible studies, guided resources, and more at the Faith and Flow shop. And if you're a mom rebuilding after divorce and would like personal support, I'd love to invite you to book a free clarity session with me. You'll find all the links down below in the show notes. Until next time, keep flowing with faith, and may your home always be fathered by His presence.